some expression, you return that expression. Does that make sense to everyone? This is essentially the point I've been highlighting. If the question is true, you return the answer. And if the question is false, you go on to the next one. And that's all the slide's saying. If you have con false, you go on to the next expression. And if you have con true, you return that expression. And what is an expression? Just to remind everyone from Module 1, an expression is some mathematical or Dr. Racket statement. It'd be like plus 5, 6, and then compare that to like 7 compared to 4. Just some mathematical statement. That's what an expression is. Does this make sense? So one final time, a bunch of square brackets. And within each square bracket, there's a question and an answer. If the question's true, you return the answer. So that's con true expression, you return the expression. If the question's false, you go on to the next question. So that's con false, dot dot dot, and then the next expression, you go on to the next expression. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's see one example, and then we'll call it a day after this example. So our first condition checks if n is even, and our next condition checks if n is odd. So I said earlier you need an else in all your functions. You do need an else in all your functions. I'm just showing you guys an introduction to the whole conditional idea. So that's why these don't have an else. But in all the code you write, you definitely should have an else in all your conditions. So how do we trace this? Well, what's the first thing that happens? Yell it out. What's the first thing that happens?
Substitute n.
Substitute what?
N.
We substitute n in the even function. So where it says even n, we take n and we substitute 5 there. Okay? Then we check, is 5 even or not? Okay, so it's false. So we get con false even. So if a condition is false, what happens? We don't go to the answer. We go to the next question. Okay? So we go to the next question. The next question is it odd? So we substitute n again. We find that so odd's a built-in function, by the way. Even in odd, they're built-in functions. We check if 5 is odd. It's true. So if the question is true, we return the answer. So here, we return the string odd. Okay? Now one more example, in the case where we have a true, actually, yeah. So one more example. Wait, does this make sense to everyone, by the way?
Yeah.
Again, the point is, if it's false, you go to the next one. And if it's true, you go to the answer. Okay, next example. A function called check divide. And all this function is doing regular division. But if we're ever going to divide by 0, this function is going to make us not crash our code, but it's going to make it so we actually return something, and our function returns nicely. So we call check divide on 0. Okay, so we're essentially going to see if we can divide by 0 or not. So con 0 is 0 equal to 0. So 0 is a built-in function, and all it does is it checks if a number is equal to 0 or not. And in this case, 0 is equal to 0. So con true, undefined. And in this case, even though in the else, we're going to do a 1 divided by 0, we're not actually getting to the else case. This is the same thing with AND and OR short circuiting. If we ever get to a true statement, we're just going to output that answer. We're not actually getting to the else case. And so in this case, con true undefined, because we returned a true from the conditional, we're just going to return undefined. So this returns undefined. Because, like I said, we found a true statement within our conditional, and once we found a true statement, we just returned the value associated with it, or the answer associated with it. Okay? Do we have time? Okay, yeah, let's do one more clear question, and then we'll probably call it a day. You guys want 1 more minute? Seconds. No, I believe in you guys. I have high hopes for this question. I didn't have high hopes for the last one, I'll be honest. But I have high hopes here. Okay. 5 seconds. Okay. Oh boy. Alright. Alright, well, let's just rip the band-aid off real quick. See what it is. So, yes, okay, it is it. It is it. Good job. Give yourselves a pat on the back. For you guys that voted, I see why a lot of you guys think it might have been B. The reason it's not B is because if we pass in 2 here, this executes, and because this results as true, we just go, we return even. We never actually get to this condition because we could only ever get to this condition if this resulted in false. Okay, in the next class we're going to talk about something called nested conditionals, and this is what happens if you have a conditional within a conditional. And then we're going to talk about symbols, and then we're going to be done module 3. So I'll see you guys next class.
okay, correct, yeah. I just wanted to check if you had the right.
Oh.
Perfect.
Yeah. We're gonna start with the one before that. You can, so there's email,
So in conditions, you have.
what happens if all your assignment works?
Question one is like, if this is true, give this answer. If this is true, give this answer. If this is true, give this answer. So you're gonna have to be like, otherwise, if none of this works, then so else is like, do this, and if none of that works, do the other. Like, give this fine. Does that make sense? So here, if this is not working, yeah, so everything else is gonna then do one divided by n. So else is, that's the question. The question is else, and then anything that comes from everything else.